మన ముఖ్య అతిథి హానబుల్ శ్రీ జస్టిస్ MSK Jaiswal గారు, చైర్మన్ ప్రివెంటివ్ డిటెన్షన్ యాక్ట్ అడ్వైజర్గా ఉన్నారు తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వంలో. గతంలో కన్జ్యూమర్ కమిషన్ చైర్మన్గా కూడా వ్యవహరించారు. వారు వారి యొక్క అమూల్యమైన సందేశాన్ని ఇస్తారు.
సభకు నమస్కారం. Being a last speaker is very challenging because it's very difficult to keep the audience attentive and patient because they are exhausted for having heard more than 1 hour. So it's a challenge for me to keep you attentive. Anyway, the subject chosen today is rather strange and peculiar so far as we are concerned. Particularly people of our generation are concerned. We don't know anything about this. So I was constrained to jot down certain points so that because I can't trust my memory anymore. Particularly the subject was such, if I am asked to speak about the Consumer Protection Act and all those things, I think I can speak extempore. But this artificial intelligence, God only knows what it is. So at the outset, I would like to wish everyone a happy World Consumer Rights Day, both to those inside and outside. We all know the United Nations has since recognized and endorsed World Consumers Rights Day, and various events have been organized both at national and international levels to raise awareness about the consumer rights. The day is used to mobilize actions on important issues and campaigns of each year. The theme highlights a specific issue. Every year they will fix a theme with the object that throughout the year at least the theme should be discussed and awareness should be created. For this year the theme chosen is Fair and Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Consumers. As a matter of fact, breakthroughs in generative AI have surprised the digital world. Even the digital world has taken by surprise about this AI we call artificial intelligence. On this day, individuals and organizations get together to spread awareness about the consumer rights that exist to safeguard the masses from, very important, from fraud, discrimination and exploitation. As we all know, for the success of any business, consumer is of utmost importance. He is the king. The businessman exists for the consumer but not vice versa. On this occasion, let us pledge to fight for the protection of consumers' rights and, more importantly, raise awareness for the contentment of the consumers. Consumers have certain rights that are needed to be told and they are to be made aware so as to avoid being exploited or misled. A lot of things have been said by my Guru Garu, Professor G. B. Reddy about the misleading advertisements. If time permits, I will slightly advert to that in the last. The rights also ensure that the consumers get total value for money. In order to ensure that they are not exploited or cheated, it is important for them to know the rights and practice them all the time. Sometimes people are not aware of their rights and it is very difficult for them to fight it. So this day is observed to create awareness about the rights. Our endeavor should be to make consumers aware of their rights. The market stands on the shoulders of a consumer. If a consumer is conscious and awakened, they cannot allow the business world with unjust enrichment on their hard-earned money. Historically, it has been spoken to, this day is particularly chosen for the reason that on March 15, 1962, the President of USA John F. Kennedy spoke for the first time before the state Congress and addressed the rights of the consumers. This incident marked the first time that a world leader spoke on consumer rights. So from 1962 it started. After nearly 21 years, that is in 1983, the first Consumer Rights Day was observed. And since then, the UN, United Nations, has recognized this special day. Now, adverting to the topic, the theme, without mincing words, I confess that artificial intelligence and related issues are Roman and Greek, at least for people of our generation. We believed in original and human intelligence, but not artificial intelligence. So therefore, we are at a loss to understand as to what big difference this is going to make, whether human and original intelligence is better or this artificial intelligence is going to solve the problems. However, the change of the scenario across the world, we are bound to familiarize with the advancements that are ushering in age of humanoid robots with the help of AI. The primary purpose of responsible AI is to effectively address and minimize potential risks that arise from the utilization of the AI technologies while concurrently advocating for advantageous application. 6 key principles of responsible AI are accountability, inclusiveness, reliability, safety, fairness, transparency, privacy, and security. These 6 key issues are required for an AI to be responsible. AI is revolutionizing customer service with its ability to mimic human intelligence and process vast amounts of data. This software can give customers quick answers to simple inquiries, allowing human agents to spend more of their time resolving complex issues. This is one of the advantages. For example, we come across this IVRS system on telephone. When you do a phone call, everything will come mechanically. So it saves the time of a human being there so that the human being can devote his time for more constructive work. This framework presents the privacy, security, and ethics choices business face when using machine learning on consumer data. It's very easy to gather data as to which consumer contacted. You might have come across, suppose if you accidentally click a ad pertaining to property, real estate property, next day ads start coming that this is a property, this is a property. Similarly, if you go to that my trip or make my trip, if you just try to verify as to at what time there are flights to Bombay, from next day they start flooding us with the advertisement about that make my trip and so and so, so and so. So that's how they are gathering the data. Which customer is using, is trying to know what information that they are knowing at the fingertips. This is the man who is interested in buying property. This is a person who is interested in flying. This is a person who is interested in doing this thing. So with that data, they are going on flooding us with their advertisements. We live in an age of big data, where technology has enabled governments and companies to monitor our lives more easily and cheaply. Nowadays, about the privacy of a person, I think the less said the better. There is no privacy as such which is left over. I can recall my one old incident of 1995 when I was in the pastry of Chief Justice. Cell phone came for the first time. Then the chief wanted that you being my secretary, you must have a cell phone. With folded hands, I told him, sir, at least let me have privacy when I am in the bathroom and in the bedroom. In those days, 25 years back, 35 years back, I was conscious of the fact that this cell phone is going to completely make inroads into your privacy. Nowadays we carry phone in the bathrooms also, I think many of us, lest we may miss a call. What is this? No privacy. So therefore, and again, today only in today's newspaper you have seen, Reddy sir, you have seen that even this WhatsApp chats have been tapped. I can name it also because it came in paper. I think the president and chairman of Jubilee Hills School have been involved in that phone tapping along with that DSP Praneeth Rao. They are tapping. Previously we used to think that WhatsApp chats, WhatsApp calls are secure. Therefore, the infamous politicians used to make use of WhatsApp calls. But even now, that man brought from Italy, I am told. So the technology has come from Italy where even WhatsApp calls are being tapped. So where is the privacy? It's become very cheap. The word privacy must forget. Nothing is private nowadays. The relationship between the citizen and the state, as well as the citizen and big corporates, increasingly mediated through the use of technology, giving rise to concerns regarding privacy and surveillance. Surveillance, even now, what the court is doing, what my sister judges are doing on the bench, I can see at my head office and see what they are doing, how much time they are spending, what advice is doing what. The surveillance has come. Even we are not being spared. The sacred court hall, the judiciary, which was, we never allowed even a cell phone into the court hall, forget about the camera. Now everything is being recorded and everybody is able to see. And there is a complaints galore against us also, saying that the judges are doing that, doing this, they are sitting only for half an hour, then retiring. So where is the question of privacy? So our lives have become just like, in the open market we are open to be criticized. That no doubt adds some responsibility, but at the same time, see, we particularly at certain levels of profession, we need some privacy. Suppose I am sitting on bench with my two other brother members. Now I am chairing this advisory board. I have to discuss so many things with my members. I am supposed to speak so slowly into their ears that the mic will not catch it. I am afraid of the fact that if I speak a bit loudly to my member brother to seek to clarify my doubt or to clarify his doubt, the mic may catch it. And the mics are so powerful nowadays. So these problems are there. So with many advantages also go certain drawbacks, which have to be effectively and efficiently tackled, lest it will have dangerous repercussions. Several other issues may also arise where the job is being done by a human being, is being carried out by a mechanically propelled machine. We are hearing about surgeries being performed by robots or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it, robots. Surgeries are being performed. We, as Consumer Commission officers, there is a doubt lurking in my mind. Supreme Court judgments are there to the effect that as to what constitutes negligence by a medical professional. I need not dwell about that. But suppose a robo commits a mistake or some negligence has occurred and some unfortunate event took place, some fatality or some grievous injury. Who is made accountable? Who is answerable? Is the doctor, human being, answerable or the robot is to be answerable? I don't know. I am at a loss to understand. I am trying to make out as to who should be made accountable. Suppose tomorrow my sister gets a case where, in Apollo hospital and Soyuz hospital, a robot has performed some heart surgery and unfortunately the patient had some complications. Who should be made the party? The doctor may, I don't think so. Gauri Shankar garu koncham study chesi cheppala ee vishayam. ఆ machine ki party cheyalna? What Uma? Em chestaru meeru? They are my sister officers in the district commissions. They are in the ground level. Em chestam manam? So these problems may arise. Machines. See, machine will only give us the data which you feed. Whatever, nothing. Otherwise, instead of judges, robots can sit there. Machines can sit on the judge's table and decide cases when the data is fed. Why human beings are made judges? Because we are supposed to be human, but not machines. Machines will not have mind. They have everything, but they don't have minds. They only speak the language that has been put into their ears by their mentors. So these surgeries and all the problems are there. I request the audience to enlighten me subsequently. Similarly, banking sectors. Small slip here or there. I came across one case where one digit was wrongly put in the and nowadays, brother, our bank account numbers also not less than 11, 12 numbers. See, old fellows like me can't even remember 5 digits. How can we remember 11 digits? అది చూసి కొడుతుంటే కూడా అర్థం కాదు. ఆ 11 నంబర్లు ఉంటాయి. ఆ 11 నంబర్లు ఒక్క నంబర్ తప్పైంది అనుకోండి, లక్ష రూపాయలు స్వాహా. ఇప్పుడు 3-4 digits ఉంటే we can easily manage. ఆ 11 digits ఉంటాయి, 12 digits ఉంటాయి. when you go for ఆన్లైన్ బ్యాంకింగ్, ఆన్లైన్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్, అది చూసి కొట్టినా కూడా మిస్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాం. 1 number less. I think it's a case belongs to State Commission where the 3 looked like 8 or 8 looked like 3. 8, 3కి ఏం తేడా ఉంటుంది, ఎక్కువ ఉండదు కదా. So 8 and 3 there was some confusion. The entire money was gone. He wanted 3, the machine took it as 8. So these problems are there. There are many problems galore are there, drawbacks are there. Therefore, while advocating the use of the technologies, precautions have to be taken and the consumers have to be made aware of their legitimate rights and importantly the grievance redressal mechanism. We recognize that AI is taking over and growing at a fast pace. My esteemed brother, Sridhar, may not agree with me that we are against the AI and against computerization. Nothing of that sort. But the problems which citizens are facing, unfortunately, the literacy rate in India, we all know. How can the citizens match up to the requirements of this AI, Kaniyandi and all these things? You might have read about the deep fakes. How serious it is. Your entire reputation is gone to dogs by the creator of a deep fake. Anything can be created. They can show me as if I am dancing in a pub, I am swimming in a pool, I am eating in a hotel, I am sleeping with another woman. Anything can be created. And how do we justify that that is not we who is being shown? మీరు చూసే ఉంటారు recently. ఎన్నో కేసులు ఉన్నాయి. At the same time, the real mischievous fellows can easily get off. ఎవరైతే మిస్చీఫ్ చేస్తారు కదా వాళ్ళు హాయిగా చెప్పేది నాది కాదంటారు, వాళ్ళు చేస్తారని వాళ్ళే. Suppose I am really doing all that illegal or irregular things and if a video is circulated, I can simply say it is a deep fake, it is not me. ఏమంటారు దానికి? And my respected Guru Garu has spoke about the misleading advertisements. చాలా ఉన్నాయి సార్ misleading advertisements. ఇక దానికి చెప్పాలని టైం సరిపోదు. You also I think discussed about the recent circular by the CCP about the celebrities. The main attack of the new act and the CCPA is upon the celebrities. Because if GB Reddy or if Jaiswal propagates about this thing, nobody will buy. Only when Mahesh Babu or MS Dhoni shows this pen, only then we'll see. Nobody bothers that GB Reddy and Jaiswal are more intelligent than Mahesh Babu. Who is bothered about GB Reddy and Jaiswal? They are bothered about I should not use the word illiterates probably, or half literates who speak great about the things and we believe that. So the main target is that, in fact they issued circular that celebrities are not supposed to propagate any item unless they themselves personally test it. Unless they use it, don't propagate. But business demands all those things. And about the, you were also speaking about some name gurinchi chepparu meeru. Misleading names. I remember how heard one old advertisement. You know, Usha fans were very famous. Usha fans. So in TV also చూస్తున్నాను నేను, that husband whose wife's name is Usha shouts at her, Usha, कोई भी fan काम नहीं कर रहा है. He shouts at his wife, whose name happens to be Usha, and says, Usha, no fan is working. So what message it sent? The message that was conveyed was, no Usha fan works. Nobody knows that his wife's name is Usha. So similar things, so many things are there. And also you touched about very important legal aspects, sir, that about the remedies under CP Act being in addition to but not in derogation of any other law. ఇక ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ టచెస్ చాలా ఇష్యూస్ ఉంటాయి. ఐ థింక్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ టైమ్ కన్స్ట్రెయిన్. I thank the organizers who always call me. I think they call me by default. Unfortunately, my successor has not come there. Therefore, they had no option except to call me and bear with me for some half an hour or so. Had there been my successor, probably they would have forgotten by now that there existed a person by name Jaiswal as the president. So anyway, thank you for remembering me, sir. We are all with you. And all the best. God bless you. Thank you.